Greetings, friends. Happy Thursday. The word for today is channeling. And by channeling, I don't mean digging ditches, I mean receiving transmissions of information and understanding from non physical sources. And what I'd like to do today, this is the Sabian symbol for today. So today, the sun, at what degree is it? 19 Scorpio. The sun is activating this capacity that we each have to receive understanding and knowledge from higher realms of light that are beyond our own intellectual understanding. And what I'd like to do is talk a little bit about this because there's a lot of misunderstanding about this capacity and quality, and we all hold it. First, I'd like to say, let me just take a breath here. What I'm doing is actually moving my frequency up so that I can receive the message for you beyond my own personal understanding. So I received the transmission a minute ago. So what I'm showing you is how I reconnect to it because I'm not feeling it yet right now. So what the guides want you to know today, what my higher self, in connection with all of your guides, the conference call that happened today that I went to receive the message, is for you to understand that every single person has the capacity to receive transmissions of higher understanding and higher knowledge. It requires a skill a muscle that you need to build over time. And the muscle is to strengthen what we call our vertical alignment or our vertical column. All transmissions, here's the key point, all transmissions and all channeling of an authentic nature comes through your higher self. So for you to receive communication and have conversations with non-physical intelligence, you need to be able to maintain this connection to your own vertical alignment. And this is because of the principle of respect on which actual learning is based. And the principle of respect of learning is that all authentic learning, all true learning is based on freedom of choice and free will and never interferes with our own inner guidance system. So in the same way that in our physical relationships, we need to learn to respect boundaries and respect each person's choice to learn at their own pace and learn with their own, learn to strengthen their own inner guidance system. So we never, respect and boundaries is based on allowing each person to make their own decisions. The same is true in non-physical. So authentic non-physical guidance that's based on respect always comes through your own higher self. If there are non-physical beings, just as there are in the physical world, if there are non-physical beings who want to impose their will on you, then they can circumvent the transmission through your own higher self and your own alignment and interfere and give you advice. They can give you advice, let's say. That is a form of channeling, but it's not from inner alignment and from the higher frequencies, which are based on freedom and trust and respect. So what I feel inspired to share with you today is that all of this, many of you, all of us are, if we're engaged in this work, are intrigued and curious of how we can strengthen our own intuition. And so what the message for today is for you to know that you have access to non-physical intelligence. You have access to conversations and communication with all sorts of beings, and what may be infinite. I'm hearing the word infinite populations and groups and friends and relatives and ancestors. In the same way that there are millions of people in physical bodies with whom you can connect and communicate, there are millions of non-physical beings in community with you. the important thing to know is that authentic communication and respectful communication and communication that's geared towards your highest good always interfaces through your higher self, through your non-physical being first and foremost. So in order to discern, this is all getting to discernment, in order to discern the proper, in order to discern the quality of a communication or an intuitive transmission you're receiving, you need to learn to discern where your own frequency lies. And once you learn to discern where your frequency lies, you will experience this ability to transmit to yourself and to others. Those of us who are who participate in mystery school circles, and those who I'm talking to you now, you know this experience when someone poses a question to someone in the group, and they receive a communication for us. Very often they won't remember what they say afterwards, and it will ring with truth, with deep truth. It will resonate on a deep level to them and to all of us. That's the process of connecting and transmitting higher knowledge, higher understanding. It is so much fun. We are all hardwired to have this ability. And in this month of Scorpio, we are learning about new qualities of authentic connection through the heart. It's this authentic connection through the heart and commitment with the will, with our will to strengthening our alignment with ourselves and with others. This muscle is one of the significant aspects of being able to receive and transmit higher knowledge and higher understanding. It's who we are. It's a significant muscle of our intuition, and it is it's safe, and it is super dynamic and creative. As long as we always know to learn to feel where we are in our own alignment. That's the discernment piece. I'm happy to bring this teaching to you today. It's something that I have, an understanding that I've been developing, and it's been really brilliant this year to observe how so many people in our community are strengthening their own ability to be a transmitter. And so if you haven't experienced this consciously yet, I invite you to hold curiosity for your own capacities to be a transmitter, to be a channel of your own inspiration and your own voice and yourself as a conduit for yourself and for our community as we expand and learn to connect with our non-physical friends in the same way we're learning to connect with our physical ones. So I am eager to continue this conversation. So if this has brought up questions, I hope you'll write down those questions, because when we meet for workshops in the next few days, I'd really be eager to talk more about this and to explain my understandings and my experiences, and allow all of you to also discuss and reflect and share your experiences, because many of you are really strengthening, have this ability and are strengthening this ability. And this is a great time of year to talk about what it means to be a channel. So I invite you today to hold curiosity for the ways in which your own strength of inner alignment, your own commitment to connection to yourself, to your truth, your commitment to inner truth and your compass of inner truth, and that muscle that you hold of drawing down the light and anchoring the light, the ways in which that will and that strength of conviction of inner alignment can expand your ability to connect and converse with non-physical friends who are really eager to communicate with you. So have a great day, and I look forward to exploring this really amazing conversation in more detail with you in the days to come.